Hello? hear me now, Matt, man? Matthew, man. Yeah, we shouldn't have a lag when we're looking at this and talking. It should be synced with this. Matthew, man. How are you doing, sir? Hello. Hello. Test.
Thank you, sir.
support me. Let's do this. See how well we could hear. I'm pretty sure you could hear pretty well. Howdy, folks. Sorry for the delay in getting audio to you. We're in the middle of the first end. Sioux College versus Fanshawe. Welcome to the 2024 OCAA Curling Championships in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I'm Mark Barrett, followed here with my good friend Matt Mann, and we'll be calling the game tonight.
Yeah, we got a pretty key matchup here between Sioux College and Fanshawe. Both teams needing a win here, going into the playoffs tomorrow potentially. Sioux College coming into this game with a 1-2 record, losing a close one this afternoon to Mohawk, giving up one big end there in the seventh end. They gave up a 5-ender, so looking to rebound from that. Other than that, it was a pretty tightly contested game this afternoon. They were tied going into 7, so
fairly open first end. Sioux College drawing in to sit 2.
And Sioux College does have the hammer this end, so look to keep the same strategy and keep the rocks separated. Hope to get their deuce here. Fanshawe will have to make some type of double or a really nice hit and roll frozen to probably get out of this one without giving up a deuce.
Old school curling, Matt.
It is old school curling.
One rock on each side of the house, going for the kindergarten deuce. We'll see what happens.
Old school curling, that's something you're used to, right, Mark?
I am old. Thank you for noticing.
You're senior age now, no? Playing senior playdown soon or what?
It is far this year, so I will refrain and hopefully put a team in next year, Matt. Thank you.
Matchup on sheet 3 here beside Sioux College. We have Confederation taking on Humber. Confederation looking for their first win in the OCAA's this week.
So, Matt, talk to me a bit about the format of the event this week. So I know there's 5 men's teams. How many make it to the national championship?
From what I understand, there's at least 3 that make it to the nationals. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. So they changed this a couple years ago. Used to be the winner of the round robin got a bye straight to the final. The last time I played in it here, that's what happened. Changed it, I think in 2016, they went to a 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3 format, 2 semifinals, and then a bronze medal game as well. So a little change in the format, but still got to earn your way there. So
yeah, the top team normally gets out. Doesn't matter the format. Just with the page playoff format, it's you get 2 chances, right, to make sure.
Jake Reed here, trying to get a little bit of a roll to the outside, I would think here. Not set up an easy double.
Nice control board weight.
It is over curling though.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's it's not ideal. They nose that one, and they're going to be separated there and might get forced this end.
So the 2 to a force, that turned around very, very quickly.
So, from what I understand, the only difference in the rules that they're playing here this week is that they are allowing the tick shot, which is a year behind of what Curling Canada's rules currently are.
Fair.
The Nationals do have the no tick rule, though, so a little bit of a disadvantage for these guys going into the National playing with a different set of rules. But and that will be a miss there as they roll the shooter out and leave that Sioux College rock sitting in the back of the 12-foot shot rock.
Open draw, anywhere full 12 for the Deuce to start off the game for the Sioux College Cougars.
Yeah, that was a timely miss there, and Jake is going to look to take advantage of that and just get one full 12 here and get your deuce. Ice has been fairly consistent this week so far from what I've seen. Speed's been pretty good and getting about 3.5, 4 feet of curl.
Depending on how one throws it.
True. The boys are going on this pretty hard.
So we're working it hard.
And that will come up short of the ring. So
Missed opportunity on both sides.
huge missed opportunity there. Yeah, you get your single and move on.
You have to have a short memory in this game sometimes.
Yep. So I understand that you used to play for Confederation College. Is that right, Mark?
Yeah, I played 3 years in the early 90s, two mixed and one men's. Long time ago, Matt. So getting to these events is extremely special, and you meet friends and have memories that last your lifetime. So
Absolutely.
congrats to all the players that have made it this far.
All right, second end of play here. Sioux College leading 1-0. Sort of forcing themselves to a single there. Trying to get up the center guard here. Go top 4 with that one. Maybe I missed the call on that one.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep it open this end.
And that one will just go by the shot rock. Didn't make contact and maybe possible a little wide or maybe a little set there at the end of that release. And Sioux College will try to get the guard up here. Still pretty early. I mean, you could have played the corner guard there, I guess, but want to get a little bit better read on the ice maybe and just keep it clean early on. So that one does go a little bit deep.
There's no wrong strategy. Some skips like to make sure their teams have their sea legs before they put the pressure on. And even though they had their first miss here, they had the opportunity to bounce right back in.
We could have used some of that strategy in men's provincials this year. We gave up quite a few leads early on, going pretty hard at it early, but You're right, though.
It's-
No wrong way of playing that. So,
It's a humbling game if you're not making your shots.
yeah, we learned that on Tuesday night against Clint Cudmore.
Both Sioux College teams part of our Sault Ste. Marie Major League, sponsored by Northern Superior Breweries. Our third year in our Major League reboot. I understand there was one many moons ago, but nice to see it back and get some competitive play.
Yeah, no, it's been really good, and I think the teams preparing for playdowns and for colleges and university and OUAs have really appreciated the fact that they get some more meaningful games in before they go to their playdowns. I feel the last 2 years the parity in the league has definitely improved, with
Totally agree.
first couple years maybe being a little one-sided in the top 4 teams, but anybody can make the playoffs this year.
Almost anybody.
Almost anybody. Yeah.
All right, so center guard situation going on. Opting to peel the guard, hoping for a miss so that they can get at that shot stone, biting top 4.
We'll peel that guard out of there.
And now Cougars are going to put it back.
Yeah.
Wash, rinse, repeat, Matt.
Yeah. Evan Robert, new to Sioux College this year in the aviation program there. Played U18 last year at the Nationals for Northern Ontario.
Dad Charlie, who's Charlie Robert, who's an accomplished skip in his own right. Several Northern Ontario Police Championships to his name, mixed. I believe he's got his mixed team in Thunder Bay this week. 72 team Bonspiel, Matt.
Yeah. We'll say hi to Charlie in Thunder Bay if you're not on the ice, probably watching your son's live feed right now. Hello. And just narrowly misses the run back there, but does open it up again. I would never call this ice very release sensitive, but it seems like there have been a lot of misses on the outside rather than over curls, especially for upweight shots. Would you agree?
Totally agree. Last few weeks has been more weight sensitive than normal, and mini mirroring arena ice conditions where you get some nice curl with the draw weight, but if you up it at all, it'll run a little bit.
Yep.
And then there's a lot of spots where it's going to snap.
True. Yeah.
So ice reading, a big part of this week for the teams that are going to be holding the hardware at the end.
I would say another run back attempt here. And again, just barely misses that one, almost gets it, but opens up the shooter on the forefoot there. No, I was just going to say that it's the weather right now is not helping ice conditions with it being so humid. So don't normally have grass showing in February in Sault Ste. Marie, but this year I guess we're a little bit lucky that way.
I almost started up the lawn tractor today, Matt.
And trying to replace the center guard here. Evans going hard on the curl sweep, trying to get that one fully buried.
So you might see Fanshawe take a run at this one with a lower weight, try to stick around.
Yeah, you could see about 3/4 of that one, if these cameras are true.
They're a lot truer than the cameras you had at the Northern Ontario Provincials, Matt.
I'm not going to comment on that one. But you're right. Joined here by another senior curler to my right, Dan Lemieux, head coach of Sioux College. I believe you were a former teammate of Dan's, were you not?
Yeah, 2014 we made a provincial championship. Jeff Curry won and went to the Brier that year.
Yeah, that was the year Brad was at the Olympics. I do remember that year. I played in that play down. Was not fortunate enough to make the provincials that year, though. Had a young Chris Globoda skipping us. I think he was 18 at the time. The wily veteran Mark Barrett showed his experience that year and made it through to the provincials with Clint Cudmore, I believe, too, right?
Yeah, Clint, Danny, Stefan Lemieux out of Blind River.
What a team that
It was a fun year. Then I think they had enough of me and we shut it down. Huge opportunity here for Sioux College to put the pressure on. Not sure if they were calling the guard. They must have been calling the guard there, Matt.
I believe so, unless they were just trying to maybe tuck a piece and bite the rings. I'm not sure, but mission accomplished nonetheless.
Would you ever try to freeze one right on top or bump that back a little bit? Sit two, half buried or full
you
bun?
could. I guess you could go wide side and try to bury one too, but that is a pretty fresh path. So I think this is probably the right call here.
I like this call. Safety first, I always say.
Yep. I think if you do catch like a quarter of a rock here, it might drive it straight back, or a little thicker than a quarter, I guess. Then half.
Yep. Double peel is the target. Contact with the rock in the house is a bonus.
That is a really nice shot there by Fanshawe.
Yep.
Place the guard, and you'll either see them attempt the blank by running it or go for their single.
Full four to draw to, so very little danger.
I'm not touching that one.
Looks a bit heavy, Matt.
Just got a hog to hog on that. That was a 15-4, so pretty keen right now. But that is basically about a little less than half a rock with peel, and
Everything goes.
Get your blank. So.
That looks like max ice for peel. Coach is corroborating the delivery effort here.
Yeah, you gotta ice yourself, right? Gotta know you.
My skip calls me artistic.
Yeah. Just hits it a little too thick there, and that looks like it'll be a steal of one. So 2-0 lead here for Sioux College after 2 ends of play.
Leeds Rocks, third end of play. Cougars playing this one a little bit of defense. Don't want any junk up front, so calling for the top 4 top button shot. And the call for the corner guard this time to try to generate some offense with a deuce or more opportunity.
Yeah, should know the ice now pretty good. Like he played 2 ends on it, so get the corner guard up and start getting some rocks in play here. That one will come deep, so College will nose that one.
One of my patented back 12 guards.
Yep.
That's where the game of patience comes in. So you miss your opportunity here. We'll see what Sioux College does. And it'll dictate the callings of the game for the rest of the end.
It does look like this is rolling out.
So you got another free one at a corner guard instead of worrying about being forced.
Yep. Pretty important to make sure you score this end or blanket. Don't really want to give up another steal. And one will end up as a corner guard. Seems like it is gliding pretty good there right now, though. No?
Absolutely. So we're at 15-second mark for the hog to hog.
Yep.
It's a nice curving surface. Head ice maker Josh Vandenberg putting in a lot of hours to prep the ice in the facility. Try to give these athletes the best conditions possible.
Yeah, he's starting to get some experience under his belt there. I know he did the Scotties in Thunder Bay there with John Wall a couple of years ago. Did a national here for the
Seniors.
Canadian seniors, yeah.
And of course, the October Fall Classic, where we have the best teams in the world traveling to Sault Ste. Marie. And
yeah, that was an announcement that came out there the other day about next year when the Fall Classic is going to be. And Seems like we'll have the majority of that field back, I would imagine, and probably some new faces as well.
I don't think my face will be back, Matt.
Well, you could leave
was
the door
fun.
open for Kevin Cooey or Brad Gushu to come in. I think they'll let you. That was a great event, though. Very well attended. Lots of compliments of how it was run. So kudos to Al Harnden and Tom McLean on chairing that event.
Sault Ste. Marie does know how to put on a good curling show.
All right, so Evan is going to try and hit and roll here.
They're working hard on the curly sweep, Matt.
And we'll roll to the back 12 foot. The freeze is still there for Fanshawe.
Yeah, so mission one accomplished. You got the yellow rock out, but rolling to an unfortunate spot there, although it might not seem like a big deal now. The more rocks you have the back there, the more opportunity it is for a yellow rock to jam if you're green. So Fanshawe deciding to ignore all of that, and they put that corner guard there for a reason. So let's get behind it.
Doesn't even have to really be fully buried. As long as you get a good piece tucked here, you're gonna make them make something, right? So this looks a little hot,
Sweepers are backing off.
and that one will end up going through the rings.
So you might see Sioux College peel that corner guard or throw up a center, but I think they'll go on the defense here, up 2 points.
I like this call. Put up a center, and then they freeze one, and then you're into it,
You
right?
can do
So
it, yeah. Keep it simple.
nice shot there by Connor. So if you're Fanshawe, what would you do now? Play the freeze?
Freeze. Or you might want to bail, hit and roll.
I guess you could make the double and roll to the side a little bit, slightly.
Yeah. Try to get out with a blank.
See what I did there? I did my Vic router, so you're more knowledgeable than me, so that's why you answer those questions.
Wouldn't say that, Matt. Student of the game.
And they will roll out a play there. Sioux College is sitting the 2, but they are behind the T line.
Yeah, so Jacobs just wants to put that rock back, replace it to the top 4, force the double again.
Connor should have a pretty good idea of the weight. He did play in the Northern Ontario men's playdowns. He was playing lead, so he's thrown a few of these shots. Draws seem to be his bread and butter. Mission accomplished there.
Yeah, good shot.
We got an update from sheet 3, and it is Humber College leading Confederation College 5-0 after 2 ends. Sheet 2, Humber College ladies is leading 3-0 against Mohawk. They haven't put their second end up yet. So. They got 4 in the second. So it's 7-0 there after 2 ends. This one is over curling. Catch the back one and just ticks it. Yeah, top 12. Even a tight guard's good here.
Tight
Right?
guard's okay. You might see him draw behind if it's a tight guard.
Yeah,
So you want
that back is pretty accessible to freeze two stones. No tick rule, but this one there is allowed ticking, as I mentioned earlier. I would say that this year in the Major League, the no tick rule has been the difference maker in quite a few games. Would you not agree?
It definitely changes a lot for sure. There's some really good leads out there that can tick away, and when that option is taken away from you, you're drawing around.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
I
forcing
like
the
it.
offense.
I like the rule change. I think it's good for the game. I think it's creating more exciting finishes, a lot more steals and coming home. Right. So
Exciting finishes, earlier finishes.
yeah, that's true. It could work that way too.
So that didn't quite curl up enough, and some folks would say, yeah, but it's guarding half of the rock. If it was guarding the other side of that center line, then this freeze wouldn't be available, right? So this is huge for Fanshawe if they can get one in there.
Yeah, you don't even have to be dead frozen on
Nope.
it. You could be half buried, but close to the back button there. It makes it tough, right?
Yep. And you see Jake play the double run.
Or the pick. But yeah, probably. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe that one grabbed something.
Could have grabbed, seemed light regardless. So now you're going to see Sioux College put another guard.
So sitting the 2 or 3 right now, sorry. You trying to put this one sort of in the mid, like block the draw path into the 4 foot, so a little bit over.
Correct.
Definitely don't want to chip off this one at all.
Or be too deep and give the end away.
Looks pretty good.
Boys are dusting it in.
That's a good spot right there. So you're forced to the
4 foot for one. He's still
out,
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
wide out turn draw here. Grab a piece of the 4 foot for your single.
A little harder sometimes when you're doing it against 4 though.
Yeah. Just gotta make sure you're by that top one. If you have T-line weight, right? Give it to your sweepers.
Last rock, third end.
Doesn't look light, that's for sure.
Sweepers are watching it.
And that will be a steal of 2 by Sioux College. That was a really good attempt, especially being out a little bit wider than you normally are used to. So there's a little bit of a guess there on that draw. But,
Good stab at it. Just foot too heavy, 2 feet too heavy.
This is starting to look like a couple of my games at the Northern Ontario Men's Provincials, down early and having to play the comeback team all the time. But we've all been there, down 3 or 4. You just got to get your deuce right.
One end at a time. 8 end games. So in men's or ladies play, normally 10 ends for those big competitions. So we have a bit more time to catch up.
That is true.
So the clock is ticking. So bench will have to put the offense on here. You see Sioux College try to put this one top 4.
Yep.
Keep it clean.
Couple of playdowns going down right now too. I know Alberta has their men's playdowns as well as Manitoba. Manitoba with their 32 team provincial. We have Brad Jacobs, local curler here, playing with Reed Carruthers. I know Ryan Harnden, who's playing with Matt Dunstone, said that they were going to practice there in Winnipeg and take some of the action in. So
Right on.
they have already booked their ticket to the Briar in Regina. So
Great ambassadors of the game and great representatives of Sault Ste. Marie.
that was great last year, seeing the two brothers go at it in the finals. So
Yeah, I feel for their father having to go through those emotions of ups and downs.
for sure.
It's hard when they're not on the same team.
The corner guard's up here. Sioux College tried to freeze on the nose of that green, overcurled a little bit, but probably play the come around here. No,
Yeah, the come arounds, you put that corner guard there for a reason, right? So the come around's a good shot. Not opposed to this one. You know, you're trying to tap one of those green rocks to the back 12 to build the wall, right? To make it hard for your opponents to remove your rocks. The issue is if you're not perfect in one walk from now, that corner guard's coming back into the pile. So
Are they trying to freeze in the pocket here? Was that the call?
I thought I saw a tap, but it could be a freeze.
Tap one behind the tee line, so you still have something to work with there.
Yeah, you can use that later for sure.
I don't think Connor really minds if he sticks around here or not. Probably better if you don't at this point, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a ton of weight though. We'll stick the shooter there, top 8. Sioux College sitting 3 without the hammer here in the 4th end of play.
Calling for another tap back, create the great wall of green back there.
Yep. I guess you could almost hit like half a rock here, quarter of a rock with back house weight and roll the shooter.
Yeah, that'd be a great call too. And even if you tap it back on the nose, then Sioux College has to navigate those 2 green rocks at the back of the house.
Yep. This one is not curling a lot, though. Really needs to get off that guard. It's gonna just make contact with it and roll for a center, unfortunately. And now Connor's going to go around and I think freeze to his own, right?
Yeah, smelling blood. So you can continue on with the defense and give this end away, or you can really try to put the pressure on here and make Fanshawe make some really key shots to get out of this end.
I like this one. Stay aggressive. You're playing a lot of draws. You're making a lot of draws. So keep your foot on the pedal, right?
Have to warn you of the hazards, though.
You do.
Right, so one good run or one good shot can really turn the end around and turn a steal of 2 or 3 into a deuce.
I would imagine they're going to be calling the run here, or maybe the hit and roll.
5 yellow rocks to come, and you have at least 2 shots to remove that little mess there.
Just updating sheet 3, Confederation scored 3. So it's a 5-3 lead for Humber College over Confederation on sheet 3.
In sheet 2, Humber girls up 7-0 over Mohawk.
That one hurts.
Yeah, just a bit outside, and there's a line there in that 12-foot area that it'll run for a while before it breaks. So now the Cougars sitting 4 buried.
You go around again, or you play a center guard and try to guard one of those runs?
I like the round because if they're able to get one in there, it gives you a little less to work with. Anywhere but deep, Matt.
Yeah, deep is not a good option here.
And the sweepers are watching this glide. I would be hammering that to get it right back. Get it right out of that 4-foot area.
And we'll leave it biting the back 4 foot, so leaves a little bit of an out here for Fanshawe.
Yep.
If they could place a nice freeze in there.
Time out.
You're in it now. You might as well go, right?
Yeah, all you need is one draw out of the 4-foot here to get out of the end.
I don't hate the run though. It's a pretty big pile.
Let me just say, I don't hate the run unless he makes this draw.
On the curl sweep here, it's looking like it's a little heavy. Just rubs off that green and rolls to the back 12 foot. That's tough. You do have to make sure you're by that front green, but even top 4 would have been okay there.
Yeah.
It's something to work with.
Something you could, when you're a bit short, you could always make the rock better. You can't really help that one when it's at the back of the rings. And that's for both teams because Connor's shot went deep and opened up that opportunity. So now they're going to try and take that away.
Boys are going on this one pretty hard. Is it?
Looks like it's over curling, so we'll try to get a little chap there, but
Don't want to set up an automatic there, but they might have. No.
I think it goes into the one
I think
for
you
the
got
double
to
takeout. Yeah.
Timeout
We have
on sheet 4.
a timeout called here by Fanshawe. I would play that green yellow. That's just me.
Yeah, no, it's fair. If you, as long as you get the opportunity
It should
to
drag.
oh,
It should drag.
It should
if we hit
drag,
on the center line.
but
side.
you need to stay. Like you need a yellow rock to stay.
I think like just firm or normal, right? You don't have to throw a bullet at it.
And then that 4-foot is still wide open. Like it's those guards aren't even in play to get a yellow rock in there and save the end. So
Do you think the yellow sticks buried or?
it's hard to tell the angle here. I think it rolls over top. But if it would drag at all, go have a look, Matt.
Looks like it would slightly go over the top of that one, even if you got a little bit of drag. But
So if the angle was a little bit shallower and the yellow object rock would roll on the inside of that top rock and you have a chance to move things around, then I'm totally going to throw that.
yeah,
But if you're just throwing it over the top and you have the opportunity to not move those two rocks off of the center line, you're not accomplishing much. So
no, agreed.
either double peel.
I don't mind that, like his call running that yellow straight back because you sort of got three.
Yeah.
You sort of got a pile to run them into, right? You could be a hair inside.
Yeah.
You could be a hair outside, and it would be fine. It would run it sort of into the crotch of those greens, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to be inside.
Some words of wisdom chanted by the Fanshawe coach.
I had the pleasure of playing DJ when he was curling for Fanshawe back in the day. Had a couple good battles against him.
Awesome.
Also, little fun fact here: DJ is related to Alyssa Beijing, so some local connections here.
And Thunder Bay connections. What a small
Thunder
world.
Bay connections. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and we were right over the top.
Just over the top.
So back to your earlier question, Matt, about do we peel or do we guard or do we draw? You're going to be forced with the same situation now with his last rock to draw to the 4-foot. So why not do it in 3 rocks? That was my only comment about that one, just to get yourself out of trouble. Because now Jake can actually take this away, and you're running a center guard in to sit 3rd or 4th shot.
Right. I know what Clint Cudmore would play if he was here.
There would be no rocks left in play.
Parking lot waiting.
Thank you for your comments and good ice, Josh. That looks inside, but I'm sitting on an angle here, Matt. What do you got?
I think it's pretty good. They're definitely going hard on it, though, but I think they're by the yellow for sure.
pretty good shot, but I'd prefer that out the rock, like over the rock, protecting
Yeah.
the freeze.
I mean, it is set up
Yeah.
nice though, like that anywhere you hit that green, it's going straight back now though, right?
Yeah, so even if Fancha does get behind there, then we're just smashing.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash, yeah, especially with the green rocks.
Trying to roll a little bit maybe here and make the back double. Give yourself a tap on your last one. Is that sort of the thought process here?
So I don't think you can get to nose unless you have very light weight.
Or is he just trying to make that back double?
Back
to
double.
Get it off the forefoot.
Yeah, so you could actually have a shot at the draw.
Another time note here on sheet 4.
You hate to waste 2 timeouts in one end, but this has huge repercussions. You really need to score here if you're Fancha, if you want to keep playing. Sioux College is sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counters right now.
Sort of a similar situation on sheet 3 right now. Looks like Humber is sitting 4, 3 with the hammer. Sorry.
And all of the streams are available on Curling Stadium, Matt?
We are doing one feature draw per draw, and then starting tomorrow, all the playoff games will be streamed simultaneously. Would like to thank Jerry Gertz and John Benton for helping me out figuring out how to get this commentary going. Juha Cantavera, our local tech wizard, also putting in his 2 cents to help me out too. Always nice to get some commentary to the folks so they're not just watching a static screen with no entertainment. Not that we're that entertaining, but
Yeah, and if we're not entertaining for you, you have the option of turning your audio off and putting it on Spotify.
you could just mute us. That's totally your option.
Just the quality of the streams with the technology we have now. It's a game changer.
This is
and,
great. This is great.
For any signature event, this should be a must.
Yeah.
Especially in Northern Ontario, where we don't have the opportunity to travel
No,
7 hours to watch a curling
I
match.
100% agree. I think that this should be, it should be part of a bid package. That if you're going to bid on an event, that you should be able to have high quality streaming as part of your bid package. I would make that a mandatory thing. That's just me, but I think there's lots of friends and family out there that want to watch others play, and it's hard to do when you don't have that available, right? It's really nerve-wracking watching line scores, not knowing the situation, rather than seeing everything play out in front of you. So.
A little tight on that one. Does remove the center guard. So Sioux College now can't take everything away. But the last rock's not going to be easy.
Is depending where this rock ends up for Jake, is there ever just throwing parking lot weight and just sort of trying to almost tick and go through?
I think you're still. Yeah, I don't know if that's there. Possible.
Probably there to give up.
Yep.
1 or 2, though, right?
So to avoid that, you tap the 2 frozen rocks up, one to the top button, and that's eliminated. I think Jake's looking at putting one in the middle of both those rocks, which is also good.
Just an update from sheet 3. It looks like Humber has a draw to the full 8 foot for a mid full for 5 here.
5 and possibly shake a pot time.
Yeah. As Brad Jacobs would say, Velcro,
Let's go. Been on the receiving end of that too many times.
Brad had the opportunity to Velcro Let's Go when we had him spare for us against Brendan Hodgson's team. Wasn't a good outing by the boys there, but you know it's always challenging coming back from slam ice to club ice. So
Yep.
Little bit of a mistake there. It does leave an open hit on the nose double for 1, I believe. No.
Absolutely. That was not a very well played shot. Jake Reed would like to have that one back for sure.
And it is handshakes here on sheet 3. Humber with a big 5-ender there in the 4th end of play, and that'll be a 10-3 final after 4 ends of play. I believe Humber has just finished the round robin undefeated, so they will be the number 1 seed going into the semifinals tomorrow. This game is basically your 3-4 seed, I believe.
Trying to navigate the port, hit that on the nose. Makes it through. Great
And he
shot.
does make it. I believe that is 1 for Fanshawe College. It's very close. Oh, sorry. You're right. That is 1 green. Still, nonetheless, that was a great shot.
That is a great under pressure shot.
So Sioux College will lead this game 5-0 after 4 ends of play.
We'll take a quick break and be right back after the 4th end pause. Welcome back, folks. Fifth end play.
Sioux College with the steal of one there, but it was a really great shot there by the Fanshawe skip to limit the damage there. I believe he was facing 6 on his last one, was he not?
He was. So back in the ring weight, Sioux College not going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, not ideal.
So after this corner guard goes up, you might see the peel of shame.
Yeah, scoreboard would dictate that the peel of shame might be on the table.
Unless Fanshawe slips into the rings here. It looks pretty good, but the sweepers are laying off.
That one's in there. That one will end up top 12, and it'll be a free shot at that one. Just shows you how important the lead position is at a high level of play. You really got to make sure you have control of your weight. Even half shots at the lead position doesn't leave you in a great opportunity to play the end out the way that you want to, right? So
I'm a career lead, and my tagline is: a lead cannot win you a game, but they can lose you a game. And that's the difference.
It's true.
That's the difference, right? So if a team's always chasing you, everybody else's shots behind you are harder. So you got to put yours in a perfect spot.
A little shout out here to Kyle Sherlock, who moved into the lead position for the first time ever in his curling career during men's provincials this year. And in my opinion, I think he curled about 85 to 90%. So good on him. Maybe that's where he will be in the future. Who knows?
And for all the young curlers out there who are thinking I got to play skip or vice skip or whatever, I'd rather play lead on a really good team than skip a mediocre or poor team. And the difference in the game today is anyone should be able to play any position. That's the caliber that you're looking for. So don't think of playing lead or second as a demotion or as a lesser position. They're all important.
Yeah, I made the switch to front end when I joined Chris Globoda and Dan Mick and Mark Barrett. And you know what? I had a great time playing front end. Definitely needed to be in a lot better shape to play front end, but I will say I enjoyed playing front end. I really do like playing second. I do miss being in the house, though. I really enjoy the strategy part of the game. But you're right, though. You would rather be on a good team, no matter what position you're playing, than skipping your own team out of pride, for sure.
And then the other aspect of that one is accepting and embracing your role, whatever position that is. Right? You want to make the best 2 shots you can, and you want to beat your guy. You want to give your chance your team to win, whether you're playing lead or skip.
Yep. So Fanshawe is trying to set up the other corner guard here. And it looks like those ones are even, so that is a good job there by Fanshawe setting up the double corner. Apologies for the background noise here on the live stream. We have some excited teams here in the mezzanine, so.
Beak. Evan's not going to be happy with that one.
Charlie, if you're watching this from Thunder Bay, cheers. I'm sure you're on your 4th or 5th beer now. That's unbelievable. I still can't believe that they got 60 some teams in that Bonspiel. So
I thought it was 70. Yeah, 72.
Well, it was, but they ended up. I believe they cut it off at 64. Okay. But That
Nobody
is-
knows that. Like our story, we could have went on with our story, Matt.
I know, but it's
Sometimes you got to make stuff up.
it's true. I guess. Still, nonetheless, 64 teams for a Bonspiel now is very impressive. I don't see too many of those happening around the country.
Absolutely not.
Guess I better be making a call to the Fort William Curling Club to learn how to run Bonspiels.
Lots to do with population, Matt. Yeah.
Thunder Bay has a great curling
It's
population.
a
and
great
they're
curling community.
very passionate curlers. They've got two 8-sheet clubs there.
And Kekabeka Falls, which is a great.
Yeah, Kakabeka's got a 4-sheeter. I think they had another club there at one point too, didn't they?
Yeah, they had the country club, which used to be a golf and curling facility, and many years ago they decided.
Did you
to-
play out of there before? or-
Yeah, played out of there. I think Scotty McDermott played for Sioux College out of there in one of the OCAA events,
Oh, okay, right on.
country club. My uncle used to make ice there. A lot of Thunder Bay roots.
You're somewhat of an amateur ice maker, are you not?
I profess to be. I made ice in the late 80s, early 90s in Hearst, and I also worked as an ice boy at the Fort William Curling Club. Helped me put myself through school.
Nice.
I just love the ice making craft
It is a science. That is true.
and an art. We're lucky here at Sioux Curlers to have an ice maker that's very passionate about the ice conditions, always querying the players to see how the ice was, always hear timing. When you put the time in, you're going to get good results.
I believe he won NOCA Ice Maker of the Year 2 years ago.
You did?
Keep up the good work, Josh.
A lot of banners in this club.
Yep. And what a great shot there. I'm not sure if that's what the intended call was, but he did peel that one, and it did cross the face and ended up getting the back one out of play.
So we missed the call on that, so I can't really call it a Nat Man, which is a series of fortunate events after a rock leaves one's hand.
Yes, I have been known to make a few lucky shots in my career. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, as they say in our correct. We have an excited Team Humber celebrating in the mezzanine here, so always good to celebrate the wins. So. All right, so Sioux College is sitting one buried in the back of the 8-foot here. Jake Reed about to throw his first rock in the fifth end here.
And another huge opportunity to plop one top four and make the score really difficult for Fanshawe.
Yeah, anywhere in that draw path, you're going to make their life a little bit difficult, right? So there might be a draw through that port, though. No.
It's pretty tight, Matt.
If you just get off that green, though, it's there.
Yeah. If Jake can put one top four, bite and half the button, no, you're drawing to nothing. Boys are working it.
That one will stop full 12, but it will block the draw path to the 4-foot. So mission accomplished. And you got 2 rocks to come here from Fanshawe, so
I would really think about drawing.
I think I would play that draw through that port. I mean, at this point, you don't really have anything to lose.
through the port, or you could even get wide around there. I think that'd probably be the better shot. Going out in the weeds a bit, but
And I do feel confident sharing the strategy here since there's no more timeouts available for them. So they can't take this to the ice and use the commentator's knowledge here.
God forbid any team should do that.
We got a young curling fan here in the mezzanine wearing some Sioux College apparel.
Some Cougar pride.
Jamie,
Yes.
available for if you want.
I did not see the call here. I'm guessing it's the wide draw around that one top 12.
I believe so, Matt.
Yep. You're on the curl sweep here. Not really sure why.
You know you're raising that green rock anyway, so might as well try to keep that yellow accessible for your last shot should you need to run something in. I think that's probably why. You might see Jake guard that.
Yeah, they did
or
push it behind the tee line,
Yeah.
so I guess it's not bad.
draw still there on that side.
Yep.
So whatever Sioux College does here, Fanshawe will have a draw, although not an easy one.
Draw or a tap. I have not played Sheet 4 much this year, but there is a couple straighter spots there
Couple
that could
runs,
fool you.
yeah. If you get out in the 12 foot area, there's a couple areas that stay really straight with weight.
Airflow always a challenge in a aging curling facility such as this.
Beautiful structure, but
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
not an ice maker's friend, that's for sure.
I believe I watched a video earlier this year when Shorty Jenkins came up here for the TSN Skins game in 1996, and they didn't even have dehumidifiers then. So I guess we've come a long way, at least in that regard.
The technology and the science behind it, absolutely.
I believe Shorty turned on the fans to keep the humidity down. So also nobody thought that it was going to be 6 degrees and raining in February in Sault Ste. Marie, but here we are.
Here we are.
All right, so that looks like a lot more ice. So are they playing the top or the draw here? The coach says we shall see. So I guess we shall see. I think either would be acceptable.
If you log into PointsBet right now, there's probably some odds on it.
I think they are playing the top by judging by the weight on this one.
Sweepers are close, working it, trying to get it to curl. Just tick and roll.
That
away.
will be a steal of 3, and I believe that is Velcro, folks.
Velcro, let's go.
So that'll be an 8-0 final there on Sheet 4, Sioux College over Fanshawe. I believe that both of these teams are in the semifinals tomorrow. So opportunity awaits tomorrow for the team that wants to win that semifinal. So mathematically, Confederation College has been eliminated from the men's side. And look forward to covering a couple playoff games here tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in, and hope you've had a fun time listening to Mark and me commentating.
We'll talk to you later, folks.